Hi, hello. My name is Kat, and this is Whittier.Stitches. Apparently my hair is trying to recurl itself. This human man can't keep straight hair for nothing. Anyways, not me. Okay, you know, we gonna fix it. I'll be right back. We gonna fix it. I can't not. This is. Alright, how's that? That's, you know what, it's better than it was. We'll roll with it. Oh, put my stuff back down when I I'm like, oh. Okay. Woo! Let's, that took a couple minutes. Whatever. We're here. We're going. We're rolling. I'm not turning it off. I'm not restarting. It has been like June, July, August, September, October. It's been 4 months since my last video. And I have barely done any stitching at all except for this last week. But this last week you don't get to hear about yet. Yay! You'll have to wait for another video for that one. I went to the Queen City cross stitch retreat and it was amazing and wonderful, and I'm gonna do its own separate video, but I have to wait for my stuff to be mailed to me. I got so much stuff that I couldn't fit it in my backpack because that was all I took with me was one backpack, right? And so coming home I was like, well, it's not gonna fit in my backpack. And the checked luggage fee was like, to add something on, like, was $79 or something like that, versus putting it all in a large flat rate USPS box and having someone mail it home to me. So that is the route I went. That was only $21. So, you know, save money, whatever. I just have to wait a few days. So my lovely friend Eve from Queen V Crafts is mailing me my stuff, and as soon as that gets here I will do the video for Queen City Stitch Retreat. It's gonna be really hard not to talk about it this video, so I'm going to keep this video as short as I can so I do not ramble into what I did this last weekend. Okay? Alright. So what have I done in the last few months since we last saw each other? Crafty wise, not much, to be perfectly honest. So, you know, but I will show you what I did do. All right, I had a new start, and that was Dancing Witches by Raven Coven or Raven Stitchcraft, which is, that is as far as I got. And almost all of it is counted wrong because I can't count. So, you know, here we go. And this is on, stickers upside down on the back, 36 count Edinburgh linen from Picture This Plus in the color Huntress. And I'm doing it 1/1 tent stitch. I started this because of Other Cat from Wicked Cat Stitch. Yes, I'm sure you knew that already. Next project I worked on was, this is a whip. I've been working on this for a bajillion years. And apparently I got chocolate on the fabric, so we're just gonna ignore that. I don't even know if you can see it, but I worked on Midsummer Night's Fairy. No board face, mostly down here. I can still see through the, no, I can see through the fabric. It works. It's mostly down here that I worked in the bottom of the dress, and I think did a little over here as well, but yeah, mostly down this part, this little ribbon edging stuff. Is that a beautiful display so I could use a hand? But yes, so ta-da, 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 ta-da. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love this one. Obviously I'm working on it. Next thing I worked on is Luna Love. Yeah, oh, if you didn't know, this is, I didn't do any of the information. Okay, this is by Mirabilia. Ooh, ah, fancy lady. Gorgeous. And this is on 16 count Ice Blue Ada by Zweigart. Okay. And this is Luna Love. And I was working down here in this corner. Obviously, because that corner is all I have done. So I did a lot actually, because I think the last time y'all saw it, it was just like these two, this bee, like one flower and a leaf. Maybe I had both leaves, but I hadn't started branching up yet. So like, whatever. I don't know where it was at last time you saw it, but I did a lot. In my opinion, considering I barely stitched at all these last 4 months. Yeah. So, and this is on, I don't even know, maybe a 28 count Lugana, potentially. Hand dyed myself. Looky there, I had a needle just hanging out of it, ready to fall. My dog has found a plastic bag. What is happening? We're gonna leave it alone. We're just gonna leave it alone. It's not there. Okay? No hair. Okay. Anyways, I have no clue what the fabric is. I don't remember. I think it's a 28 count Lugana. I could be wrong. I am stitching over 2, and I did dye this fabric myself. And ooh ah, so pretty. I did work on Mermaid Periwinkle, but I worked on her at the retreat, so I'm not gonna show you the boop. I will insert a picture of where I was before I went to the retreat, which is what this update covers was. We stopped at the day before the retreat. So ta-da, here it is. Woo woo, Mermaid Periwinkle. Her pattern is out and for sale now, so beautiful, gorgeous, love it. She's on my Ko-Fi. She will be linked below, like normal, like my normal patterns are. I don't know why I did that. Whatever. I did stitch a small for the Queen City Stitch Retreat Stash Buster small exchange thingy we did, which was before the retreat, so I will include it here. I don't obviously have it to show because I put it in the smalls exchange, but it was a little Halloween pattern from the 2024 Just Cross Stitch Halloween Ornaments edition. And ta-da. I don't know if it's an ornaments edition or if it's just the Halloween edition, but it looked like mostly small ornaments. Either way, it's gorgeous, it's pretty. I stitched that on a 28 count, I think it was a Lugana from Paddock Lane's design that the beautiful Jordan from Jordan at Needle House sent me. And that's all the cross stitch I did. Oh goodness, excuse me. For knitting, I had a start, and I had 2 starts and finishes. This is one start and finish. I made these for my grandma, and I wish you could see how freaking beautiful they are in real life. So we have I don't know how to say that word. I don't know how to say the word, so we're just gonna call it bumpy. Got the little bumpy edging, and it's like a shorty heel or shorty cuff with a tab, and then we've got the Eye of Partridge heel, and it is a heel flap and gusset, and I did a sole gusset. So the part where it comes together to get smaller again is under the heel. which apparently isn't super common. Saw a picture of it one day and I was like, oh, that's gorgeous, I'm gonna do that. So that's what I did for these socks. Because normally the gusset's right here on the side of the foot. And then on the front there's a seed stitch pattern, but it's really hard to see in the camera, especially with this variegated floss, but you can kind of see the pattern. Then I did a regular toe, and this is the patent Croy Socks. I think it was the color Twill, maybe. And this is the Weird Wool Sisters color I Love You, and their I think they call it Caron is their 4-ply sock yarn base. I made these for my grandma because my grandma was jealous my mom and my dad got a pair, so she's like, I want a pair, they're so pretty. So ta-da, start and finish. I did also finish my own socks that I was making, the Gothic Lisa Frank socks I was doing. They're currently missing. They were in my drawer before I went on vacation because I had considered taking them with me, and then I was like, no, what if I forget them at the hotel? I'm gonna leave them home. So I got back and they're not in my drawer, which means my 12-year-old probably took them because he loves to take my socks. So let's see. I also started and finished a pair of teeny tiny newborn socks, and insert picture here. Because guess what? I had a grandson. My grandson was born. And that was where that was where a good chunk of my attention went these past 4 months. I helped plan and throw a baby shower for my stepdaughter. And then she, of course, had her baby, and I spent a lot of time and attention on the baby shower and then the baby. And I also made a crochet baby blanket, which will insert the best picture I can find here because I took terrible pictures of those. And my grandson's name is Oliver, and I will not be showing baby faces on YouTube. So you'll just get to see his cute little tootsie toes and his little cute little baby socks. Let's see, what else did we have going on? I bought Baldur's Gate 3, and that is where the majority of my attention has gone. I don't know how long it's been since I bought it, maybe 3 months. And I finished a 97-hour playthrough and I think it was a 94-hour playthrough and a 67-hour playthrough already. And I have 2 multiplayers going, and I just started my 3rd campaign. And I'm doing this campaign as a Karlach Origins, and my intention was to romance Will, but that's not going very well. And from what I understand, it's hard to romance Will because the standards are so high on how nice you have to be. But I'm doing my best, and I've apparently accidentally romanced Shadowheart, but Will's still up there too, so I'm trying to ignore Shadowheart because I haven't romanced her yet. So far, the first playthrough I romanced Karlach as a Tav, and then my second playthrough I romanced Gale as a Tav. Now I'm playing Karlach trying to romance Will, but yeah, and then we've got the 2 multiplayer games going. I'm doing my best. But that game has taken up most of my attention because holy crap, it is addictive. The voice acting and the gameplay and all of the choices and the D&D aspect. It's funny because I know some people that they call it save scumming, where you save before you make a roll and then you'll reload until you get the roll you wanted. And I did not do that my first playthrough. Whatever I rolled was what I rolled. I tried to be oh, I'm, playing D&D. I did use my inspirations when I had them, but I didn't always have them. So yeah, I tried to play actual D&D rules. And now this playthrough, my second one, I did it a couple of times. This one with Karlach, I'm save scumming a lot because Will is hard to get approval from without looking it up, and I'm trying not to look it up, which would probably just make it easier, but I'm like avoiding spoilers as best as I can, except for things that I know I'll never do. Like, I will never romance Asterion in his ascended form, so I did look up those endings just to see how he behaved, and it's icky. His behavior's gross in ascended romanced version. I did ascend him in one playthrough, and that was fine, and he was still good, like a good team member, but he's not a good romance partner ascended, so that's just... But that's not what we're here for. That's... Okay. Why am I like meh? I'm used to y'all being able to see my hands, so I'm like, hold him up here. Guys, what is life? What is life? I'm in a good mood. Can you tell I'm in a good mood? Coffee. Coffee? Coffee. As far as I remember, I did not have any haul between the last video and before Queen City Stitch Retreat. So there's no haul section. Let's see, reading, watching. I have not been watching TV either. My husband's been watching TV and I've been kind of listening to it, but I haven't actually been watching it myself other than football. I've been watching the football games. Go Pack Go. I am unfortunately rooting for the Dallas Cowboys this year. I know, I don't want to hear it. But not the whole team, just one specific player. Mr. DeMarvion Overshone is from my town where I live. He went to high school with my stepson. They played on high school football team together. Like, so I'm rooting for DeMarvion, Mr. Overshone. Yeah, number 13. The rest of the Cowboys I couldn't give a crap about. So I'm sticking with my Go Pack Go. I need to get me a new cheese head. I don't know where mine went. It has disappeared. I need to talk to Allison about that Packers chat. Let's see, what else do I have for you today? Nothing. I don't think I have anything else. Oh, there was some drama. My personal drama. My dogs ate 2 of my projects. One dog. Little man. Yeah, I'm looking at you. He was like, oh no, she said my name. Little man ate 2 of my projects and then disappeared 3 others. Thankfully, I found 2 of the ones that were missing and they're perfectly fine. But the Whip It Good, that was like 97% done, chewed straight through it, right through the stitching, like big giant hole. There's no saving it. There's no fixing it. It's in the trash. Stardew Valley Sal ate like a good chunk of the fabric. It's gone. It's done. There's no fixing that. Then he stole Lady of the Flag. Talk about heart attack. Like, I almost bawled my eyes out. I was so upset. That fabric is kind of hard to get your hands on. Like, the pattern is done and put away and safe on the bookshelf. Like, he didn't touch that. He got the project itself. And then, like, that fabric took me so long to get a hold of. I was really upset, but I did find it. He was stashing it under the love seat with his toys. And so was the other one that was missing, which was the Unseelie Forest Witch. That's a full coverage. I've only put like 300 stitches in. I am still missing one project. And I've already forgotten which one it was. Oh no. Was it maybe the Arcana Sal that's missing still? Which that one I planned on UFOing that one anyways, but like, either way, bad doggos, bad me. So when I took my stitching hiatus, my stitching break, it was not a planned break. It was accidental. And so like I had taken the projects I had been working on recently, and they were not in their bags because I'd been popping them in and out of the scroll frame and in and out of the Lowry stand, so they were just the fabric folded up, and I had put them in my stitchy chair and left them there for months. So my fault, my bad. I shouldn't have done that, but they had no reason to touch them. I leave stuff in this chair all the time. Hello, blanket in this chair right now. I leave stuff in this chair all the time. I don't know what possessed him that he needed to collect and eat a few of my stitchy projects, but he did. There is still the one more missing, and I'm just gonna assume it got eaten. Like, cause I don't know where else it would be if it wasn't with his toy stash. Can you hear? I'm drumming on my belly. What else did we have? What else happened in my life? I don't know. Life updates. That's it. I think that's about it. That's ta-da! That's all I got. I don't know what else to say, because I really just want to talk about the retreat, and I'm not doing that in this video, so we're calling it Dunskies. Oh, Ben's book, Muck Diver, is out on audiobook now, and the narrator is pretty fire. I did find out Scarlett has an Australian accent, and the narrator does the Australian accent, so that kind of throws me off a little bit every time I listen to it, but I am listening to it, and I've already read the book. The second book isn't out yet, and so I'm listening to the first book because he hasn't given me the second one yet. And Ben, you need to get your shit together and give me that second book, because I am ready. The way he ended this first one, this is not the cover anymore, by the way, guys. This was the original cover, and now it's like a manga drawing. And it's gorgeous and it's lovely, and I'll put a picture of that here. Even though you don't probably care about cover art, I think the new art is really cool. And I will link to the Amazon page because I promote myself all the time. That's literally this whole channel, so why not also promote my bestie, because Ben's like my bestie for life. And while I'm at promotions, go check out Wicked Cat Stitch, because other cat thing too, whatever, is also one of my besties for life. Like, she didn't know it, but she got stuck with me the moment the first day we started talking, just like Ben did. And then I mentioned her at the beginning, Eve from Queen V Crafts. Like, me and her were already pretty good friends, but we spent Queen City Cross Stitch retreat together, and I feel like that really strengthened that friendship bond. So you need to check her out also, and she will also be doing a recap video. Okay, I am turning this off now because I can't help not talking about the retreat. So bye! I love you guys. I missed you always. Bye.